Perfect. This week on Inside Houston Real Estate, we have come out to the newest, most popular master plan in the Houston area, known as Colton, which is halfway between College Station and Houston. Folks, there are 11 builders out here and 14 model homes, and we're going to show you all of them. And today we're going to start with one of our favorite builders, known as Fedrick Harris. We have featured them on the channel before when we were in the master-planned community of Bridgeland, but guess what? Because where we are, prices are significantly lower. Folks, this is a tour you don't want to miss. So without any further ado, let's get it started. Welcome back to another episode of Inside Houston Real Estate. Folks, let me set the stage for you. This model we're going to share with you today is absolutely spectacular. Let me give you the specs. 4,844 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, built on an 80-foot lot, and this home base price is $899,990. Now, let me put a disclaimer on that. This is a model home. It's highly upgraded, and as shown today on the channel, this home would come in somewhere between 1.4 and 1.5 million. It has it all. A beautiful study, a wine room like we haven't seen before on the channel, a game room, and a spectacular media room. But before we take you inside, let's talk a little bit about the exterior of this home. Starting with the landscaping, I love the kind of desert feel with the flowers. But look at the elevation, folks. Colton is known for these new, what they call Texas elevations that have not been shown anywhere else in Texas or anywhere definitely in the Houston area. So leave us a message in the comments. What do you think about the elevation of this home? I love the dark contrast with the chocolate paint, the wood paneling, the dark window frames. The choice of coach lighting is exceptional. But let's get to this porch, which I think is beautifully done. Very nice covered porch area here. Plenty of room to put furniture out in the front, so on a nice evening when it's cool, you can sit outside here with a glass of wine. I think this is a beautiful presentation and a beautiful elevation. Welcome to your new home here in Colton. Let's start with this beautiful pivot door. I absolutely love pivot doors, steel and glass, allowing a lot of natural light to come inside. Morgan, follow me inside. And we have to talk about these soaring ceilings. These ceilings are approximately 21 feet high. And as you can see, folks, it's a very nice open floor plan. I love when you walk in homes, you can look straight out the back and see the backyard. This is just beautifully done. Now let's go to the left here. And you'll notice as we're walking down this hallway, you have a large picture window here, but you also have landscape windows above this window and also above the front door. So they really did a lot to maximize natural light's ability to come into the home. So look at this study, and what you're going to see in this tour is some exceptional cabinetry, beautiful countertops, and woodwork is practically second to none. I love this office. You also have wood flooring here, which is nice, but the custom built-in is definitely the highlight of this room, along with this beautiful light fixture above. All right, so that is your study. Now moving on, Morgan, this is gonna be picked up in the camera, but we're walking past this glass and steel wall right here that is going to lead us into a wine room. And I believe we've only shown a true wine room on the channel maybe once before, but folks, definitely leave us a message. What do you feel about this? This is a beautiful space because as soon as you come into the home, it's a presentation piece and a statement piece all in one. I like the wine racks here as opposed to having the bottles go this way. They're featured here, and that way you can easily see what the line is, what's on the label. But this is a beautiful room, beautiful porcelain countertop here, stone wall, wonderful light fixture. And look at the detail on the tray ceiling right here with this woodwork. This is exceptional. Morgan, what do you think about this wine room? Did you see yourself entertaining in here?
Absolutely. This is, to me, one of my favorite components of this home. Just the fact that you can actually have a sit down, have some friends, have some wine. It's truly just a beautiful place for entertainment. And I
Right.
think they did an exceptional job.
Yeah, and you don't have to do it in the living area or in the kitchen or dining area. It's a dedicated space for this.
Yes.
So this is just a beautiful design. Okay, now you'll notice here to the right of the entryway, you have a nice stairwell that goes up, wood stairs. I like when wood paneling, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more as we go through the tour. Now, here's your half bathroom down. And Morgan, I'll let you go inside because there's not enough room for both of us. But I love the color tones throughout this house. Look at the long vertical mirror going up and the tile that they chose and the paint color. This is beautiful.
I have to say, Fedrick Harris just gets it right with the finishes. I mean, these are some finishes that we see in spec homes, and that's why I really admire their craftsmanship.
Absolutely. And the spec homes, we're talking about top tier custom builders inside the loop of Houston. And this definitely gives it a run for its money.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on into the break room area. But actually, before we cover that, let's go slightly past the wine room. And this media room is fabulous. Morgan, you're right when you made the statement about this compares to some of the homes we see inside the loop. I mean, one of our favorite builders, BK Builder, does a lot of this type of light work. All right. And so does Majestad Homes. But to see this in a master plan community is a rarity. It really is. So look at the beautiful wood trim walls with the LED lighting going behind it. This is really nicely done. And I like the setup here. Instead of having your traditional theater type chairs, this feels real homey because they did the sectional and you did the two little occasional chairs in the front. And more, I'll let you swing around. You have this beautiful porcelain countertop here with the cabinetry below. And obviously, folks, you can go a lot larger with your flat screen here. You could even do a more of a theater or projection screen if you chose to do so in here. But this is nice. It's also nice the fact that this is not up on the second floor.
I was just going to say that. Normally we see the cinema room on the second floor, like pretty much 100% of the time.
Right.
So this is awesome.
Now, folks, you definitely want to stick with us to the end because the community sales manager here, Celeste Valdez, is going to share some exciting incentives they have going on in this community and tell us a little bit more stuff that you need to hear. And we're going to bring her on right at the end of the tour. All right, so let's talk about this break room. Morgan, let's just let the camera do the work. I don't want to get too wordy here, but this wall here is one of the nicest presentations of a featured wall that we've seen on the channel.
Absolutely. How tall are these ceilings?
So approximately 21 feet and just beautifully done. Look at the woodwork here, the stone tiling that goes basically from floor to ceiling, your fireplace right here. I can definitely see myself entertaining in this space.
I could too.
All right.
I'll be living with you.
Folks, I'm never going to get rid of it. Just going to get tied to the hip forever. All right. Now, look at this wall right here. Just features tons of windows, and it's a beautiful thing when developers, interior designers, architects really utilize natural lighting in spaces, and this is one of them right here. All right, let's work our way around. I love the whole great room concept because you really don't have what you would call a dedicated dining room. So it's a really nice open floor plan. You can see here you have a dining table set up for 8. Lighting right above. So if you wanted to put a chandelier, you could. Now, folks, Fedrick Harris is a semi-custom builder. So there are things that you can do to enhance this floor plan or personalize it to your likes. But the cabinetry work in here is absolutely phenomenal. Going basically all the way up to the ceiling. I love the fact that it's two-tone. And then look at the porcelain countertops here. soft close cabinets. And I want to point out that not all soft close are the same. So folks, look at that.
True soft
It's
close.
super soft close. Tons of cabinet space built in. You have under cabinet lighting, and the choice of the pulls and the knobs for the cabinetry really blends in quite nicely. Now, this kitchen features all Thermador appliances, but we have to start with this waterfall edge island. This is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to pull these chairs out because I believe, and I am correct, tomorrow that you get a close up here, but there are cabinets underneath on this side. And folks, these are solid cabinets. Sometimes these builders cut corners. This is beautifully done.
I have to say, I really love the contrast from the wood to the, did you say it was marble or quartzite?
It's porcelain.
Porcelain, excuse me.
Yeah.
I love the contrast of the color combination. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Look at the light fixture. Folks, as we go through this home, you're going to see some beautiful light fixtures, and the color of the light fixture matches the handle pulls on the cabinetry. Nice job. All right, we're in the kitchen and continue with the porcelain countertops, the cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling, large picture window here, deep basin sink, and the choice of hardware. So you have your hot water spigot, you have your soap dispenser, but the color matches all of the knobs and the handle pulls, and it brings out the accents that are in the porcelain. All right, now Morgan, I failed to pull this out. Here is your trash right here, pull out. Dishwasher here. I love the full backsplash and the under cabinet lighting. And now let's work our way into the inside of the island. Look at this. This is just beautiful. You have 9 drawers that are built in on this side. And more to swing around this way. 6-burner Thermador range. Pot filler. Beautiful vent hood. And look how they frame the vent hood with the porcelain that matches all of the countertops. This is just, I wouldn't change one thing in this home. Folks, leave us a message in the comments. Do you like this kitchen? Would you make any changes? And if so, what would they be? Look at the downlighting you have on either side of the vent hood. You have your oven and your microwave built in right here. Cabinets all the way up to the ceiling. And a very nice Thermador refrigerator and freezer combination here. Beautiful kitchen. All right. Now, just off the kitchen, you have your mudroom. And as you can see, you have beautiful space right here. Shelving. You have your hooks to hang your hats, coats, purses, what have you. You have covered space below. Nice cabinetry here and cabinetry that goes all to the ceiling here. And the beautiful porcelain tile continues throughout. All right, now while we're here, let's show you the garage. Now, this is a model home. They added a couple of things. This plan typically comes with a 3-car garage, but they did a bump out and they added a 4th-car space in here. So this garage is 3 wide, and then the middle section is tandem, so you can pull cars in bumper to bumper here. So it's a 4-car garage, 2 separate garage doors, however, and here you do have, let me get this open for you. There we go. So this leads out to your backyard. So it's kind of basically a service door. All right, lock that up. All right, let's head back inside. All right, so flowing through this wing of the house, just off the kitchen, you have your pantry, and Morgan, I'll let you go inside. This is a beautiful pantry. You have your produce drawers on the bottom, and maybe I can get in here and pull some of these out for you. And so you can see that it's really nicely done. Tons of shelving space in here. So it's a great pantry off the kitchen, kind of tucked away. Also, you have your laundry room here. Full-size washer and dryer. And Morgan, I'll let you come in and switch spots with me, but you can see they did some porcelain counters in there as well. And then you have your secondary bedroom down. Now remember, this is 5 bedrooms and 4.5 baths, but it's nice to always have a secondary bedroom down. So if you have guests coming, You may have parents coming to visit or kids home from college. This is a great space for them. You have your closet here. And I believe this is a queen size bed in this room. So for a guest room, plenty of space. And then it also has an ensuite bathroom. So Morgan, I'll let you step inside, but look at the beautiful tile work that is done, going from the mud set floor all the way up to the ceiling, kind of wrapping around the entire shower area. And the hardware they chose in here matches what we saw in the kitchen as well. And look at the beautiful porcelain countertop. And in addition, there is another door here that leads out to the backyard. And we're going to take you out there in a second. So if you decided to do a pool, this would be a great pool room because you can come into the bathroom right here.
I didn't catch that when I was doing a preview. So.
I didn't either. So open the door and you shall find something. All right. So let's go back out. And folks, now we're going to share with you the backyard space. So now we've stepped out into the backyard, 80-foot lot, so it's nice and wide. Very large covered patio. I like the wood on the ceiling here. And you have a built-in kitchen, refrigerator, your grill, and a sink. So here in Texas, what are we known for? Barbecue. So this is a great place to handle all that. And if you're entertaining outdoors, this is great as well. Morgan, let's step out a little bit. And what I like about coming outside of the city, folks, look at all the beautiful trees you have out here. So it's just a whole different vibe, a different feel than when we're shooting inside the loop. All right, nice space in the backyard. Plenty of room to do a pool, maybe even a small pickleball court.
Yeah, this is really spacious.
It is. And Morgan, let's take a look at the exterior of this home because I think it's just really nice. The elevation on the rear is just as nice as the front of the home. This is also a cool idea to do a deck along here, elevated above the grass. So once again, the choice of furniture kind of has that restoration hardware feel in here. I just think it's a really nicely built house. All right, and we're gonna take you up to the second floor a little bit later in the tour. But Morgan, let's go inside now, and I'm gonna turn the reins over to you, and you can show our viewers this amazing primary bedroom, bath, and closet.
So now we are going to show you the primary bedroom. Everybody always looks forward to seeing primary, especially me. So let's take you on inside. Starting with, we have this nice hallway leading into your bedroom. Nice wall for some art here. As you come further into the bedroom, you'll notice how expansive this room is. They have a king-size bed in here, so as you can see, it's plenty big enough. We've got two dressers on the side that are very wide, so even if you wanted to go wider than that, you absolutely could. You have the space to do it. As we get further inside, I definitely want to point out these windows on this wall. You're looking out into the backyard, so that's a beautiful touch. Gives you some nice scenery in your bedroom. Let's take a look at the ceiling. We have some nice wood paneling work going on there. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that touch in here. What do you think?
I love it.
Yes, and the pendant lights on both sides of the dressers. You have this cool frosted or smoked glass mirror that's going almost all the way up to the ceiling. Really nice touch. I think this bedroom is absolutely beautiful. It just gives you a nice look into what you could actually make your bedroom to be.
Yeah.
Right. And also the flooring, so carrying on with the same wood that we've seen throughout the first floor, you will have that flooring in here as well.
Yeah, I think it's a really nice job, and it's quite spacious in here.
Yes, and then also the baseboards are, I don't know how many inches.
They look like they're about 8-inch baseboards.
Yeah, really nice. And then they did the outlets. Pretty much on every baseboard, you do have an outlet. I like that they laid them linear.
Right.
So
if there's one thing I would change here, I would probably opt for different color outlet covers.
Yes, to match the paint.
Right.
Yeah, I would do that too.
But that's a minor miss.
Yeah. Other than that, this is a great presentation of the primary bedroom. As we make our way into the bathroom, it's absolutely gorgeous. Love this bathroom. We have two vanity sinks, large mirror, and it's also very wide too. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. We have this beautiful fluted wood tile, porcelain countertops, the same espresso cabinetry that we saw in the kitchen, as well as those handles as well. I love it. I love the color scheme throughout this entire home. I think they did an exceptional job. I also want to point out these sconces that are placed onto the mirror versus onto the wall. So that's a pretty cool touch that we're starting to see a little bit more of.
We are.
Yeah. So then we have, of course, this beautiful soaking tub, really wide and deep. I mean, look at the length of this.
Yeah, folks, I'm 6'3", 6'2",
Yeah,
6'3".
It's pretty much the width of this entire wall here.
Right.
So really nice job on that. I love this large picture window. It is frosted, so you do have some privacy. You're not worried about anybody seeing you, seeing your goods.
Right. And I was gonna say, at my height, I could easily fit in that tub. So you're right.
Yes.
That's a really long standalone tub.
Absolutely. And I also want to point out how expansive and spacious this bathroom is too. You do have some nice width. You're not crowded with your partner, so you've got your vanity on this side, and then you've got another vanity on the other side, so it gives it a lot of separation. Mm-hmm. Now, we have a beautiful walk-in shower. You'll see that same beautiful porcelain. That is the backsplash from floor to ceiling. You've got a nice, I'll go inside. You have a nice long shower nook, 2 shower heads, fluted tile wall again on both sides. And then the contrast with the porcelain wall is absolutely beautiful. And then also pay attention to the flooring that they did in here. So it is mud set, you just step on in.
It's beautiful.
Beautifully done, and there is a light fixture up there. I just think we forgot to turn it on, but absolutely gorgeous.
Really nice.
Yes. And then to the left of the shower, coming on into the bathroom, you do have your water closet.
Okay. Yeah, and what's nice, Morgan? The water closet is a true water closet. It's not just a toilet sitting in the middle of the bathroom.
Yes. I also have to point out, I don't know if this is just what I peeped, but I like that the door is the same color as the wall.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's not a white door.
Right.
I don't know. I really like that touch. It's the details like that really get me going. I love this pantry, excuse me. This shelving, this custom shelving here. So this is a perfect place for your linens. They've got a couple of robes in here, but this goes from floor to ceiling.
We might have to snake one of those robes.
Yeah, we might. This is our thank you gift.
Yeah, thank you gift for showcasing this home on our channel. Let's snatch a couple of those robes.
So then here you do have some pull-out drawers, and again, just plenty of storage here. I think it's a really nice touch. You don't normally see something like this, especially in a model home.
No, not that much cabinet space.
No. So really nicely done. And then as you make your way further to the bathroom, you do have your walk-in closet. And this is also beautifully done. Plenty of storage throughout. You have glass front doors here. So if you want to showcase a couple of your items, then you have some doors, cabinetries at the top. But really nicely done.
Yeah, they went floor to ceiling with your cabinetry.
Yes, and on the island here, I like that this gives you some separation, but it's also like it's attached to this, so you can't walk around the island, but I kind of like that though. Yeah,
that's kind of a unique design because we don't typically see that, but by doing that, you look underneath on your side, and on this side you can see there's additional shelving underneath.
There's even more storage over there behind it too.
Right.
This is a really nice closet too because you also have these built-in
accessory
racks here, so for your ties, your purses,
handbags.
Really nicely done. And then of course, right behind me is actually going to be more storage. So maybe this is where you keep your luggage or, just extra things that you need, or maybe you do some custom built-in shelves under there as well. But
True.
It's just another opportunity for some storage. Really nicely done. And then we do have a beautiful chandelier at the top.
Yeah, this is nice. Now, folks, you may be looking at this home and saying, I think the closet is too small. I know my wife would say this closet would be just large enough for her, and I get it. But remember, this is a semi-custom builder, so you can take their existing floor plans, and if you wanted to do an addition, if you wanted to bump the wall out 5 feet, or anything, they can make those changes. They can draw them for you. You can have the home built to the way you need it to be built.
Yes.
And that's the advantage of working with a semi-custom builder, especially if you're not building just a straight custom home.
Exactly. So let us know what you guys think. What do you think about the first floor so far? We've showed you a wine room. We've showed you a study, a cinema room, a beautiful kitchen, a beautiful primary bedroom and bathroom. What do you think? Let us know.
Yeah, and definitely hit that like button, leave us those comments, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us bring you more home tours each and every week, just like this one.
Yes.
All right, Morgan, so guess what's coming next?
What's coming next?
The second floor.
Oh, let's get it.
So let's take our viewers up to the second floor.
All right, so we made our way to the second floor, and I love the vantage point that you have from this landing. And you look out over into the foyer. You can see your wine room. You have this nice wall here for some artwork. Really nice job. And then they also continued with the iron railing wrapping around this hallway here. And then you do have 3 secondary bedrooms as well as the game room. So keep sticking with us. We're going to hit every single room up here. All right, so let's make our way into secondary bedroom number 1. They have this staged as an office here, but it is a bedroom. Nice size. You have a nice picture window there for some natural light. And then as you follow me in here, you do have a nice ensuite bathroom. Mirror that goes floor to ceiling, 3 sconce lights there, porcelain countertops, but I just love the finishes again. I really can't get enough of them in this home. And then as you continue in here, look at this beautiful walk-in shower. They have this green and white tile work going on. It is mud set, and then we also have the gold hardware throughout.
This is nice because you typically don't see tile this nice in master plan communities with production builders, even though this is a semi-custom one.
Exactly. And then just behind the entry door here, you do have a linen closet there too. So just wanted to point that out. I love the flooring in here. It's this beautiful tile. And then as you make your way into your walk-in closet, you do have carpet. You have a nice picture window here, so you get some natural light into your closet. It's just nice size. I think this is a great presentation of, a secondary bedroom.
Yeah, and this is a nice size closet for a secondary.
Absolutely. All right, so we will make our way to the hallway, and we will show you secondary bedroom number 2. But before we get there, I do want to point out again how you have these beautiful vantage points. So over here, you can see it looks out onto the entryway. You can see the beautiful chandelier. And then just on the opposite side, you can look out onto that giant, beautiful great room that we have here.
Gorgeous view.
Very nice. I just love this home. I can't get enough of it. All right, so now we'll make our way into secondary bedroom number 2. We have the lovely Celeste in here, and she'll be featured at the end of this video, so just stick with us. But coming inside, you do have, you can switch me, you do have a nice walk-in closet here. Yep, and then I like this bedroom because you have a hallway that leads into your bedroom.
Right, you just don't walk right in.
Yeah, and it's really expansive. Again, this is the model home, so this is featured as their office, but as you continue on, we have this beautiful ensuite bathroom. Again, we'll see that beautiful porcelain countertops, the gold hardware. But look at the flooring detail.
I love that tile.
Beautifully done. And then similar tiling, but just in a different color scheme for this shower.
Right.
And you do have a tub in this one versus a walk-in shower. So really nicely done. You've got your shower nook there, tub, and shower combo. Beautifully done. All right. We will make our way to I think I'm gonna do the game room last, so stick with us. Let's go into secondary bedroom number 3. And before we get there, you do have dual entry, so into your bathroom. So this will cater to your game room.
Nice.
Yes, really nicely done. But this is secondary bedroom number 3. So again, you'll have that nice hallway that leads into the bedroom. I think this is a pretty cool presentation. I always like to see how the interior designers, create the space. But this is a skateboard theme, as you can see. It's set up as a kid's bedroom, but
Listen, if you were a kid,
this would be amazing.
it would be absolutely
Yes,
amazing.
you got the loft style bed bunk bed.
Yeah.
Nice picture windows here. Really expansive bedroom. And then you do have a walk-in closet here. So, for a secondary bedroom, I think this serves its purpose. It's really nicely done.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, and then you also have a secondary closet here. So, not just one there, you do have another walk-in closet. So, plenty of storage space for this room alone.
Yeah, and it's deep, this closet. It's not just a little hall closet.
Exactly. And like I mentioned, you do have dual entry, so into your bathroom. So, we have a different porcelain countertop in this one, but you will have that same cabinetry that we've been seeing in all the others. And then this one, they have it featured with a walk-in shower.
And look at the tile on the floor.
Yeah, the tile on the floor, it's got some cool...
It's like a herringbone.
Herringbone pattern with some blue, some green, some sage going on. Really funky and really pretty. All right, So now we've come to the game room. It is elevated, so it's almost like a second floor, on the second floor.
Right.
Just a couple steps.
A little split level,
yeah,
slightly.
Slightly split level. But this is incredible. I mean, they've got tons of games in here.
This is what you're going to call a proper game room.
A proper game room, yes. And I like that it's tucked away. It's hidden from, the primary downstairs. So if it does get a little rowdy up here, the parents aren't going to hear it that much.
Right. And you know what? We're on the opposite side of the house, so we're not above the primary
exactly.
either.
And that's what I was trying to say. But really expansive. They've got a nice sectional here. Again, a couple of arcade games, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 arcade games here. You've got a TV set up in the middle. Really nicely done.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Yeah. But the cool thing also about this is being able to access your second floor balcony. And this is a covered deck. So, if it's raining or whatever, the weather's whatever, you can still come out here and enjoy your outside. I love the woodwork on the ceilings. You've got a ceiling fan as well. But really expansive. You have 2 tables out here, nice sectional, and it looks out onto your backyard.
So this being the model home, there are some things that they did. For example, the 4th car garage they added on. This balcony, folks, is also an addition that they made on this house as well. And they did, in fact, extend one of the bathrooms. So those are some of the structural options. But it is nice to have this second floor deck.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool if you had a pool in the backyard over there and you put a slide from up here that went down to the pool.
Yes.
Is that a little crazy?
No. I like it. I like the imagination, the creativity. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. This is the second floor. We've shown you pretty much everything about this house. We'd love to know your thoughts. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified when we drop videos each and every week. And we will see you downstairs.
Right, and now
with Celeste.
With Celeste,
yes,
exactly.
With
All
Celeste.
right, let's go get it.
All right.
So before we wrap up this tour, as we promised, we mentioned twice, we wanted to bring the community sales manager on, Celeste Valdez. Thank you for allowing us to film your home, your model.
Absolutely.
It's so beautiful. So folks, I know a little bit about this, but I don't know it like her. She is the specialist and she knows this inside and out. So Celeste, you want to tell our viewers a little bit about what Fedrick Harris is to Newmark Homes? That would be great.
Sure, yes. Fedrick Harris is Newmark's premium line, which, luxury is already the standard with Newmark. So obviously this is going to be the upscale version of that. Newmark is definitely known for They're custom homes out in the city. Fedrick Harris is known for the custom homes as well. But in developments like this, we are semi-custom. So we are very keen to allowing our clients, make alterations to our floor plans, moving walls around, adding windows, things of that sort, to really make it their own.
Right, that's great. I mentioned when we were going through the tour, when we went into the primary closet, I said, I know my wife, for example, she's gonna say, this closet's too small. So I'm glad you mentioned that you can do additions, bump walls out, and things of that nature.
Absolutely. Yes. We can definitely expand any area.
Okay. Now, we also mentioned, as we were going through the tour, that Colton just opened maybe 5, possibly 6 weeks ago was the grand opening.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So homes are selling here very quickly. So let's talk about how many lots or opportunities you have in your current section.
Sure. So we have about 22 lots left. Some are standard size, and we have many oversized lots, which actually back up to green space, a lot of trees, serenity, as you probably saw the backyard, ton of trees, even a few creeks, so natural creeks,
And what are the premiums on average for some of those oversized lots?
So they're gonna range from about $35,000 to $45,000, and we do have some zero premium lots as well, more of our standard size, but you'd be surprised, even those are pretty large.
But that's, 30 to 45,000 is nothing.
Yes.
I sold in Aliana years ago for Village Builders,
Yes.
and they had lot premiums that were 45 and 50,000, and I was selling in like a 60-foot product.
Yeah. Well, we did sell our $50,000 lots already.
Okay.
Those were the top premium choices, and those are sold. So, and things are moving pretty quickly
Right.
here. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about, we featured a Fedrick Harris home in Bridgeland, which is one of
Yes.
the top master plans in the whole country. I think it's in the top 10 still to this day. But the price point there, and you're still kind of removed from the city there, the prices here are so much better. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, wow, just 35 minutes down the road is Bridgeland, where we are selling the same floor plans, and they're ranging about $400,000 to $600,000 higher over there. So really, now is the time to buy in Colton. The area is going to develop, and a lot of people are saying this is going to be the next Bridgeland / Woodlands. So definitely right now is a great time to get in while prices are still low. That's $500,000 less.
$500,000. And look, I deal with a lot of buyers. That's what they're looking at, is a $500,000 home. So I don't care what your level of affluence is. If you have no issue with being out a little bit further, and it's still a great location, you can save yourself $500,000. $500,000 is $500,000.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, when I've done some maps and commuting, and really we're about 15-minute difference.
Right.
Bridgeland going into town versus here going into town, you're really looking at about 15-minute difference there. So it's
That's
not
good.
too bad.
No, not all. It is beautiful out here, all of the trees and everything. And Colton, what's the legs on this? You have another, 15 plus years build out?
Yeah, so it's 5,700 acres.
Wow.
So we're looking at about 15 to 20 years, yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and we have hospitals coming in, I'm sure, and future schools. This area is really going to develop into something great.
Right, and you know what? That's job security for you. You can sit here till the day you want to retire.
Yes, sir,
great.
absolutely.
All right, now do you have any incentives going on now that you can speak of?
Of course, yes. We'll always have incentives. Now, currently, we are giving $70,000 towards upgrades, and an additional $20,000 that you can either apply to the 70 to make 90, or you can leave that $20,000 in reserve to go towards your closing cost or buying your rate down. Right now we're at about a 7 to 10 month build out is
Okay.
what we're estimating. So once we know what those rates are like, we can have that $20,000 to buy it down.
Right. And it's safe to assume you have a preferred lender.
Absolutely, you know that.
Okay. Celeste, you've been doing this for a while. I did it for 20 years working for builders, and when people come to master plans, they want to know, what does a new master plan need as far as grocery stores, items of convenience that you need from your daily living, as well as what type of amenities. And I'm sure Colton is close to everything and has tons of amenities, so let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so obviously the area is still developing, but we're still very close to the stores near Tomball, Magnolia. So really, grocery store is about 15 minutes away.
Okay.
And as far as amenities go, we're gonna have a ton of trails, biking trails, 186 acres of playing space, a mini disc golf course as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I hear a few splash pads as well are coming. And really this is going to be just family oriented, where you can enjoy picnics. There's a picnic area coming, a 24/7 gym also.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so
Okay.
that's going to be available for all of our residents. And we also have a ton of playgrounds, an amphitheater as well.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yes, and a event hall will be coming.
So an amphitheater is something that you typically don't see. 24-hour fitness centers you typically don't see. So you have all of that great stuff, and one of the biggest questions we get from people looking at the channel, they reach out to us, they have younger kids or kids going through high school. How are the schools out here?
Schools are great.
Okay.
We are Zone 2 Magnolia ISD.
All right.
And several highly rated schools.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up. Once again, thank you so much for your time and allow us to shoot your model home. Folks,
Absolutely.
definitely hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, leave us some comments. What was your favorite feature about this house? And if you want a private tour or a tour of this home, definitely reach out. Our contact information is in the description below. And we were going to continue showing more models in Colton, but this is our #1, and I promise you that I've seen them already. So we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.